Hey everybody, and we're back for the back nine of round one of the MPO division. And as always, we're here at Christie Lake. Oh man, I love the spring fling. It's such a good time. And this event is brought to you by Dead Man Dis and all our friends out of Christie Lake Conservation Area. Big shout out to Brad. He's a baller, such a nice guy. And hey, that's us. What's up, Clay?
Man, we're good looking, eh?
Absolutely.
I think we got better looking from the front nine to the back nine.
I think we got that como, man.
Yeah, I got to get Jer's fan there. Fan us down.
Ooh, looking good. Ooh.
We're going to get in some tough holes in the back nine here.
Back nine is way, way harder than the front nine. Would you agree?
Yeah, I'd say it probably is.
Yeah?
Some more tight shots.
Oh, Jeremy's back, keeping himself cool. So moving in from the front nine, traveling forward, we've got Jeremy sitting at -2.
I can't help but laugh when I see that. I'm trying to keep it together.
Chris Brown with -1, just trailing by a stroke. Always smiling, always happy.
Keeping it classy.
Keeping it classy. And Brian's sitting here at par. Great starting around. He had a couple of tough breaks, but he kept his head cool. So we've still got a close race here going into the back nine. Couple strokes different. What do you expect to see today, Clay?
I don't know. That's the thing. I guess we'll see how it goes. I'm thinking Jer's going to hold on. He's been playing real good. He's going to come out hot in the back and finish with the best score. And then I'm not sure about the other two. I guess we'll see how it goes.
All right.
I think I'm biased, though, because the whole Jeremy with the fan thing there, he's my favorite for this round.
See, and I'm a big Chris Brown fan. So, I mean, I'm going to root for him.
All right. Put $5 on it, or you
probably
already seen this?
Oh, you want to bet a little more?
Let's do it. Yeah, maybe a coffee. Yeah.
Hole 10, par 3. We're looking at 240 feet. This hole is actually very interesting because I love the way the circle is with these two big stumps.
I'm going to call it a musket, Jeff.
It is a musket.
Here, yeah.
First up, Chris with a big drive here.
Good snap.
Definitely hear that. He's not pleased with that at all. You can hear him whacking his disc.
Well, it's uphill. It angles down to the left. And you see that mistake a lot where, we just kind of let it go a little too early instead of letting our arm get out there.
Ryan with a big drive.
Oh, that was...
Ooh. I think he had the right line. Everything looked good. Right amount of power.
Just a tiny bit off.
Just a clip on that branch and that's it. Jeremy with a forehand. Right around the tree.
Oh, that's nice.
Thank you. Goodness, what a shot.
Oh, he's got that stump. That's close for the putt, but yeah, I guess we'll see how it goes for him here.
Chris here looking at looks like a thumber. Big shot. Quite a bit farther, I think, than he wanted to be.
He's left himself a big chunk to bite off here.
Hey, that just makes the putts cooler to watch.
It does. It's better for us.
Absolutely.
And it's all about us, isn't it?
Brian with a jump putt.
Oh.
Oh.
That's okay. He'll just tap that one in. That was close.
Yeah, that should be a cleanup for 3. Chris with a long putt for par.
Come on, bud.
Come on, give it to him. Ah.
This is where it gets hard, eh? You start missing a few, Jeff, and then
yep.
He left himself a big putt there. Now he's got another one to come back, and I mean, if he doesn't hit this, then it gets real tough.
Yeah, this is where the pressure happens, and this is where you do not want to be giving up strokes to your opponents.
Ah. Well,
yeah, he's feeling that.
Like we're saying with the nerves and the camera stuff, like it's all fine when you're just making those few shots, but when you get caught in those situations, there's that extra pressure for sure.
And that's why disc golf is a game of inches.
Nice putt, Jer.
It's a solid shot. Jeremy with a birdie. Brian picks up his par.
Look at, I might have jinxed him on this. I'm like, it's a must-get birdie, and then we didn't see any birdies. Or no, Jerry was right there. Yeah, never mind. What am I talking about?
No, we're okay. Jeremy picked one up.
First I bet on him, and then I discredited his birdie. Sorry, Jer.
Chris is not pleased. He's not happy at all.
That you're giving up strokes.
Absolutely.
He probably gave up 2 strokes to a lot of people on that one. Oh, 5.
Yeah, double
Never
bogey
mind. 3 strokes.
Double bogey is not what you want to be taking on a hole like this, especially when players like Jeremy are picking up a birdie. So Jeremy with 2, Chris with 5, Brian with a 3. Let's just get this hole over with and move on.
Right.
I don't think anybody wants to talk about it anymore.
But the thing is, though, Jeff, it happens to all of us.
Yep.
What's important? Chris stays classy, man.
Absolutely.
Chris stays classy.
Hole 11, 335 foot par 3. It's sort of a kind of a big drive through this tight mouth here, leading into the back. Why don't you talk about this hole a little bit?
This is a great technical hole, especially for us right-handers, because there's no flick advantage on this one. But you're just trying to throw a good clean shot straight, but you got the disc has to hold, because if you fade off, you're just going to be to the bottom left anyway.
Mm-hmm.
This is a great birdie if you can get this one.
Oh, we got a good start here.
He's
okay.
He knocked him off. The hit went the other way, but if he would have went into that area, he'd be happy with that. There's a putt from there. It's a good spot.
Brian with a huge shot. Flipping up, gets in there.
But you can see how tight it is. Like, even Brian's so far to the right as far as hitting that gap going straight down the middle.
Look at this shot. That's beautiful. One thing you don't see from the camera yet is how steep and treacherous that circle 1 is. Chris, obviously coming back. He's not giving up.
Oh, hit the tree. See how hard it is, though, to
Yep.
get that line where you miss those trees and go straight through?
Is luck a factor on this hole, or is this just pure skill?
Not with this one. I mean, if you hit that line going through, you'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
The luck comes in when 4 people throw into those trees in the right, and 1 goes right through and lands underneath the basket.
Mm. Look at this.
Oh, that's beauty.
That is absolute technical perfection. Uses the hill as a backstop perfectly, right amount of power.
I'm so glad I put $50 on Jared to take this back line. It was 50, right?
I thought it was coffee. Oh,
Good run.
good run, Chris.
I feel like Chris doesn't care. Like, Chris is running. He's running and gunning.
Maybe he just cares a lot. Is this for 2? Oh,
Would have been. He's waiting. I think he thought it might have just jumped up and went in.
He's not sure. He's waiting
Yeah.
to see if the disc will keep moving. Beautiful from Chris.
You got angled stances now and everything. Praise the cameraman.
Oh, there's Jeffy. Were you patting yourself on the back there? Were you?
Maybe I was thanking. I think I was saying thanks to. We had a new camera guy with Chris, and
Yeah.
he had picked up his camera, and at this point, we were so proud of him.
I couldn't believe, they jumped up to help you guys in a time of need like that. Like, I was blown away. It definitely shows the character.
We've got so much help from the community moving on this, and look at this. Everyone up with pars.
That's not bad on that hole. I mean, it's a tricky hole to get the birdie.
Not at all. Like, I'm surprised more often that people don't end up trapped down that hill because of how steep it is.
Usually you see it more when people hit that gap, though, right?
Mhm. The other thing I'm waiting for too is if guys end up in the stairs. I don't know what would happen there.
Oh, like caught in the stairs.
Yeah. Hole 12, 231 foot, par 3. This one's like a putter shot, just a clean putter shot.
Clean. Most people are probably throwing the putters. You're off the hill, so you don't need much strength on it.
Mm-hmm.
But with a lot of the short holes at Christie Lake, they're all slightly technical. Like, you have to hit that correct line, or you're just going to whack one of the trees. Oh, Jared got lucky there.
Just perfection.
So when you said, does luck come into a factor sometimes? This is another hole here. Because you'll see a bunch of shots go into those trees. Some will go through and be underneath the basket, and the other ones, they'll be mad.
Look how tight that gap is. Like, what you're seeing on camera right now, that's exactly what it is. It is that tight. And look at these guys.
Yeah, Brian hit it perfectly.
Thread the needle.
And the thing is with this green at the end here, I don't know if we call them a green, they're not really clean.
Mm-hmm.
The woods by the basket, it's so fast.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you hit even 20 feet short, you're still 30, 35 feet long.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, another tough break for Chris. We're all just here in silence. We just want him to get there.
Right? Let's go, Chris.
Come on, Chris. Let's go.
Oh, come on. That's good.
Oh.
Great shot.
Well done. Chantel's hiding behind a tree. That's funny.
Yeah, she can fit behind the tree and not be seen, eh? Like,
I definitely
we would stick
couldn't.
out like a sore
Yeah.
Parts of us anyway.
Both sides of it.
Yeah.
Brian for a
Brian.
2. Man, that band is like a magnet today for these boys.
They're annoying. It is what it is, though, right?
Well, we saw Colleen on camera there, out giving some support to Chris.
Maybe that's the problem, eh? We should just got to leave him alone for 9 holes and see how it goes.
Oh, Colleen's a wonderful support.
Yeah. An amazing player, too.
Absolutely.
Like a power couple of disc golf, really.
You can see the frustration now. Chris is just, he's not happy with this. Not one bit.
There you go.
There
Getting
you
it
go.
back. But look at that attitude, man. Like, just everything about Chris I like, man.
Exactly. Still a smile.
Yeah, man.
And down the road, as he gets better as a player, because I have no doubt he's going to improve.
Absolutely. Yes.
That mental attitude is going to go a long way in his game. There I am, just kind of hiding around with my camera. What's up, man?
Well, and that's the thing, is it has nothing to do with this hole and that putt, and everything to do with that 5 you just got on the par 3.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you get yourself worked up. It's hard to, like, relax and, you know, do that shit all the time.
Yeah. Tough break for Chris. We're taking a bogey with a 4. Jeremy and Brian clean up their pars, take a 3. Both beautiful drives. It's a shame that they missed their putts. But that's how you have to win, man. You got to keep putting yourself in positions where you can make birdies and keep taking a crack at it. So, hole 13, 420 foot. This is a huge corridor. I mean, you've got to throw a shot right like a thread through a needle all the way down to the end.
This is an incredible hole, Jeffy.
Mm-hmm.
13's a good number for this hole because there's something a little evil about it sometimes.
Absolutely there is. And this is one of those holes that can separate you from the pack if you can get a good drive.
You cannot get off your line.
Let's see how these guys tackle it. Looks like it's buried on the
See,
left
and
side.
that was a nice
fairway.
smooth shot. It just once they tail off a bit on the end like that,
Yeah.
it can get tricky.
Is there something to be said about just laying this hole up past the short pad?
So you can see when Brian throws here, there's that one standalone tree there in the middle. He's kind of going at it.
Yeah.
Right there. Then he tailed. Oh, that was a nice hit.
What a kick.
So he went from like, real tough out to perfect.
Yeah.
But if you're right by that tree, some people just throw mid or putters or whatever and play that and get more technical and trust that upshot and the putting, right?
See, I don't know how much of an advantage it is getting past the short tee pad. Chris with kind of a tough bounce there into the side of the fairway, into the rough. Let's see how Brian tackles this.
I'll skip farm at the end. Oh, that's nice.
Oh, man.
A lot of these are fast down at the basket, though.
Lisa with the camera, just trying to find the disc. There it
There it
is. There we
is.
go.
See, like, is this Chris? He's not even far in there, and you can just see how it just changes everything.
Well, look at it. It looks like a jungle. See, and it's not just the position, it's the angle too, because it's so hard to get that angle out of the rough and try to return back to the fairway. And even now he's buried in the trees on the other side.
Well, and you play this game, going back and forth from each side. Where, if you can get that straight one just down to the shortest tee or past, right?
Mm-hmm. See, and this is the argument. You get a good, strong layup, just past the first tee pad. And you're not far away for a forearm or something, or even a second pitch up just to get to the basket.
This should be okay. That's putting.
Yep. Chris battling.
Let's see what he's got here. Ooh,
there you go.
That was fortunate. He went in there just enough to kind of catch that line on that side for an
and
easy
that's what's kind of cool. Those trees are all in a row on that side. Oh.
Jared wanted that.
Yeah, he did.
I'm getting slappy now. So we do, eh? It's a disc golf thing. We tend to like clap our hands together. Miss a putt and you just smack them together. I'm not sure if it does anything, but there you go.
It vents frustration. Great
Yeah.
putt from Brian.
You know, sometimes you have to get a little bit out, and that's okay too, right? I think what's real important though is that you just kind of, if you are going to have a moment, just have the moment on the next hole after everybody else has putted out, so you can let everyone shine. You know. You know, and Jared's great about that stuff. You can see, like, he ain't doing anything. He's letting the other guys play and do their game. He's just going to deal with it himself, right?
The one thing, too, is what's so impressive to me is how close these guys are. I mean, these guys have worked so hard to work their way up into MPO. And you can tell it's inches. Like, there's so many spots where these guys could have put up, 4 or 5 strokes better than where they are right now. Jeremy, sadly, with a bogey, sitting here at 5. Chris Brown takes his 4. I think that's pretty fortunate given his drive. And Brian Gould with a very impressive birdie.
Really good birdie, but you could see the difference. Like, Brian's got the flick shot. He was in a position where he's somewhat in the middle, and he's able to capitalize on the good play. But when you're off in the side by 10 feet, it's not happening. And like you said, you got to ask yourself, am I going to pitch it out, or am I going to play safe?
That's right. And here we are moving into hole 14. It's a 311-foot par 3. It's got an obvious line here up the right. Is there any other routes to take?
No, it's Tree Haven. There's one route only.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of tricky though with the angle and the distance. Like, it's easy to put too much on it or just not quite have enough. And it is one of those holes, if you get caught up early, you could be looking at a 4.
Oh, look at this. Look at this.
That'll work. He's putting.
Beautiful shot. Right over the cameraman's head, too.
This looks good too.
Chris with a big drive.
A little tighter. So you can see
what
there's
a fortunate kick.
tracking real fast, eh, Jeffy? Because both those shots were too hard to get the turn at the right time. They're still good, but as far as you can see, like, that's what I'm saying, why it's hard to hit that line.
Ooh. Oh, still a good kick though. I think he's okay.
He's
He
okay.
can pitch up from there.
You can just get a little tricky pitch up, like we'll see what Jared does here, but there's just so many trees.
Jeremy's got this.
You just got to pick a line and fire it out.
He's got this.
Hard to get a chance to put it in though.
All right, here we are. A couple opportunities for birdie. First one up is Brian. Takes a breath.
Come on.
Give it to him.
Oh, yeah.
Let's
there
go.
We
What
go.
a shot.
There we go.
That's the Brian Gould.
It's almost like he knew that one was going in. He squatted down. He wanted it.
Oh.
Yeah. That's why we play the game, eh? It's that moment right there. Yeah.
Look at this. Look at this. Beautiful, beautiful shot. Fantastic.
Look how good he feels, though.
Never a doubt.
That's the takeaway.
Aww.
He's
Gotta love
blushing.
Brian.
Oh, yeah. What a great dude.
And despite all the stress right now, you can see the positive attitude from his opponents.
There
Chris
you
with
go.
a big putt.
Big putt. Right back on track.
Much, much deserved. Good job, buddy. Jeremy for 3.
No
Awesome.
problem. So that was a good hole.
No problem.
Good hole.
See, and that's the kind of golf we want to be seeing from these guys, and that's what they deserve. A couple of birdies from Brian and Chris. Cleaned up his par from Jeremy. Man, nice hole.
Neg 2. We got to tie it. So maybe you do know something I don't know, eh?
What's that?
Well, because I'm all like, let's bet on this. I got Jared for the back 9. And you seemed right away like, okay.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm leveling. Hole 15, par 4, 372 feet. I got to be honest with you. This hole plays so much harder than a 372-foot distance. I mean, right out of the gate, you're throwing uphill, completely blind, trying to meander through all these crazy trees. And when you get to the end, you're shooting in an elevated basket.
Which can play tricks on your mind, that's for sure.
Absolutely, you can. Brian with a big shot.
Oh, that's a nice kick.
Very, very fortunate. That could have been a disaster.
He'll be okay with that.
Next up is Chris. Kind of tanking a little bit. Have a low drive.
Did that? Oh, wow!
Wow,
He
that must
just
have
went over the hill.
Just clipped it.
That's okay though. He'll be happy with that.
Absolutely.
I just noticed Jer's shark tattoo there.
Yeah,
More
that's
distinguished. That's badass.
commitment.
Jer he went off a little early, but I think he's far enough up that he'll make play with that, no problem.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And up this left side, it's not as closed in as you think. There is a route. It's just a little harder.
As long as you breach the first part of it.
Why do I feel like Brian's going for it? Like, he always looks like he's going for it.
Oh.
That's very, very unfortunate. With a big jump anyway. Yeah.
See, there's that clap again. Like, come on.
Come on.
That almost got through everything.
This might be okay. I'm not sure what the perspective is.
We didn't get to see how close the basket was there.
Chris,
Oh, that's beautiful.
excellent layup.
He's making this hole look easy right now.
Yes, he is.
I didn't realize how far his first shot was. He got a good crush on that.
This is a tough shot.
Let's go, Brian. 2 for 2, bud.
Oh, he was definitely running that one.
This is the tricky position right here,
It
eh,
is.
bud? Now he wants to get that birdie. But you got that elevated basket. Oh, not bad. Little run. You could tell he was a bit hesitant though. He didn't give it the full push, right?
There's Chris, the camera guy, picking up some extra angles. Oh, tough break for Brian.
That sat there for him. He'll finish that up, no problem.
And that's sort of the result of that choice from before. You know, you can run it, go for it to save that stroke, but if you miss, you put yourself in a tough spot for a long putt.
Yeah, if you're airballing, you can get into some back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen some back and forth. I've done some back and forth. It sucks.
Nice putt from Jeremy. Nice sportsmanship to get that basket, sort of
Get it stop swinging.
slowing down a little bit for him.
But everybody's got to get used to these higher baskets anyway, because you
Yeah.
notice like a lot of the Pro Tour stuff now, like it's all done that way. They're all a little higher with those advertisement boxes around them, and
Mm-hmm.
Man, I got back-to-back great butt shots. Of you.
Colleen showing her support. So after hole 15, Brian with a tough break with a bogey, Jeremy with a 4, and there's the Chris Brown we know. Pulling back, picks up a birdie. Great course management there. What do you think?
I think they're all doing good. Like even Chris, like I feel like he's playing better than his score dictates, because we have couple bad holes or whatever, and it puts those big blemishes. It's a lot of strokes, right?
Mhm.
But other than that, I mean, they're all playing great. So
So up now, we're at hole 16, 196 foot, par 3. This is a must-get shot. Would you agree?
I think it's a must get.
Mhm.
It's a little bit tricky because it does angle to the right, and we want to be right underneath. We can't help ourselves,
Mhm.
and you tend to hit a lot more that way. Where if you could just say, hey, you know what, straight down, I'm gonna make the putt.
Looks like he's got a putter in his hand.
So right there is what I'm trying to do. Exactly what Chris did. I'm not trying to get anything extra, no turn, just throw it down. You got the log there. It's going to skip, hit the log, and now you got 25 footer, 30 footer, whatever, right?
Do a lot of players use that tree as a backstop?
The tree lying down?
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
That branch, I was looking at it the whole time. I'm like, I'm gonna hit
I think that just got away from Jeremy a bit.
Again, this one's so fast. So even
Yeah.
if you're coming in on that flick, it's going to hit that and skip pretty far. A lot of those guys go over the edge. And it's just such a short, tricky hole.
Brian with a fortunate kick. Stays in the fairway.
I'm coming out wide.
I think he's going to try to hit that little gap to the right. Oh yeah, he was. Ooh, it's tempting. But you can see on these little technical ones, like somebody's going to get through and get a birdie and possibly, and then if you're a little bit off, it can get real tricky. Like that where it, you know, caught Brian. Oh, I can hit that gap going to the right side, right?
Wow, what a putt.
He didn't care. He just stepped up. I'm knocking this basket over. Maybe an angry
Sometimes
putt.
that's the attitude
I
you
think that
need.
was a bit of an angry putt.
Oh, what a shame, Chris.
He wanted it. There you go.
Oh my goodness.
It spun a bit
What
on the
just
rim
happened?
there. It was a little off. It spun. It could have went either way.
Oh
it was
my
one
goodness.
of those putts for sure.
Oh, that's just terrible. Tough break. Man, this
Very
basket
well
is
soft on
just
his.
saying the word nope.
I think every time we say this is a must-get hole, it kind of goes
Well,
south. This could be our fault.
That's a stroke. Adjust the card.
Yeah. It's a good thing they changed that rule.
I think the nerves are getting to him a bit now.
It can hit you at any moment, that's for sure.
It can.
Well,
There's Brian
he dancing. He
doing the
happy.
moves. Oh, there's Dave Coe.
He's pretty good. I should give me some lessons. Dave's a good dude.
Aw,
Dude, I haven't seen Dave in a
Dave's
while.
a gem. He does so much work for the community.
He's been a big part of making their course just amazing too.
Are you talking about Chicopee, right?
Chicopee. Love
Man,
Chicopee.
Chicopee is a blast to play.
Great bunch of people around there too.
Hole 17, par 4, 393 foot. This is one of my favorite holes on the course. Because when you see the drive that gets you to the top of this hill or past it, it's just a thing of beauty. I also think it's cool that there's a electrical pole right in the center of the fairway.
It never gets hit though.
I don't know why. It never
People
seems
it's
to.
like it's not even there.
Brian's
That's
not
a good
playing
rip.
games. That's
No.
a rip.
Breach it.
Oh,
Half a foot higher and
that
it was
could have
right
skipped.
down at the
Yeah.
basket.
Half a foot higher, that could have skipped right up.
This one's real technical though, because if you get off to the right or left, and
Oh, that's some dense bush on both sides.
Chris was actually looking pretty good. He just caught a bit of that before it could turn.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, might be a little early. Yeah.
I think he got a good kick under the
Still,
fairway,
yeah, he
though.
fell out in the open. He's fine.
He's okay. Oh no! And that's what happens once you get in those bushes. You can't do anything except pitch up.
No. It was a smarter play here because you don't want to be back on the other side again. See if Chris can give himself a putt.
Chris with his third shot. Out on the fairway, past the pole. He's got a putt from there.
Not as close as he probably wanted, but he still got a putt.
All right, Jeremy with his second shot.
Oh, this looks good. Oh, yeah.
Oh, he's got to be pleased with that.
He might be a little under there, but he'll be fine. He'll have the putt out.
Look at the progress he got on first shot.
He was so close, too. Like half a foot, maybe not even that. A couple inches.
Takes the smart route.
Woo!
Pitches it
Right
up.
past that pole.
Absolutely. That's the right play here.
That's a good birdie right there.
Yep. All right, Chris, let's do
Chris
this.
needs this
Let's
one.
do this. Come on.
Let's go.
Oh, God, it's painful.
He's running hard right now, too.
He just
He wants
deserves
them all.
so much better than what's happening today.
There you go, Jared.
There
Right
you
back on
go.
track. He liked it.
Yeah, he does.
He's talking to somebody. I don't think it was those guys. Probably himself. I think he said to himself, it's about time or something like that.
God, just give him this, please. Please. Thank
There
you.
we go.
Thank you.
Chris doesn't seem too ruffled by putts coming back. He just smacks them in, no big deal. Big birdie there.
He's smiling.
Brian
He
likes
knows
it.
he played that hole well.
Well, we want to get as many as we can coming down the end too.
Brian and Jeremy with 2 phenomenal birdies, 2 different routes, 2 different strategies, worked out just fine. Chris
Jeremy had
Brown,
to work a little harder, but
yeah, he definitely did. Chris Brown with a tough break and a bogey. And yet, these guys are all 4 strokes between them.
well, and that's 2 holes for Chris, right? That's what I'm saying. Like, it's relatively close, right?
Mhm.
It's the mistakes. It's just cleaning it up a little bit, right?
Hole 18, the adjuster, par 4, just over 400 feet. I've seen tons of different strategies to tackle this hole. What are the fan favorites?
Well, my favorite's just going straight all the way down to the end and doing the pitch down. And even then, I still find it difficult. This is a really hard hole.
Mhm.
But I think a lot of the local route is to get about halfway down there, and then they have a hyzer shot over top of the trees.
Look at this shot from Brian.
So this would be my approach, like Brian's got here, and we don't care. Just get down there, and then you'll figure it out when you get down there. But you'll have something.
Mm-hmm. It's one of the things you got to give Brian. I mean, his driving is solid. He's putting himself in fantastic spots.
Yeah, he's a strong thrower.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what Jer does. I'm wondering. See, I'm looking at this and I'm thinking Jer's going over top. I don't know for sure, but a lot of guys make this play.
You can definitely see the wind is picking up at this point.
What a great hole to finish on, though.
Yeah.
Especially if it's dramatic. Like, you come into this, you got 2 people tied on 18.
Mm-hmm.
That's dramatic.
And that's why you got to call it the adjuster.
The adjuster, yes.
All
If
right.
that was a pitch out, like, what else are you going to do, right? It's
Chris is looking for Hail Mary. For those of you that don't know, you can throw over the entire forest and land on top of the basket on the other side. And that's what he's doing here. So if you look straight ahead, kind of those 2 trees, you can hear the knock on the wood. The disc did land back there, but the cameraman wasn't in position to really see it. But he did get almost over to the basket.
see what Jerry's got. Oh.
Jeremy
See,
with the pitch.
I was wrong. He wasn't playing that shot, so he
Mhm.
must have been trying to do the same as Brian. But as soon as you get caught up a little short like that, you really don't have a nice look at the angle.
Brian Gould playing some phenomenal golf today. This is his second shot. He's in the perfect position. He can see the basket right now.
Well, he wants to birdie finish. There's no doubt about that.
Absolutely.
Oh, he got it too. That's beautiful.
That is this hole played to perfection right there. 2 perfect shots.
Well, there's a few trees right there, and it seems strange, but when you're throwing that shot, they're really easy to hit. Like,
Mhm.
you got a gap on either side, and I see it all the time, and we hit them. I don't get it, but
Jeremy with a great approach. Pretty simple to clean up the last shot.
this would be huge here. Chris knocks us down to finish.
Oh, I just want him to get there.
Some beautiful sunflowers there or whatever.
It's a majestic shot.
Yes. Matching the basket.
It's one
Come on.
time. Oh,
I think they're a little high. They're messing with his hand there as he's trying
Mhm.
to.
there's Lisa, our camera op.
Let's go, Jared. Nice.
Great putt.
Good finish.
Finish that up.
Par's great on this hole, too.
Chris taking a moment, spinning his disc. Take a little breather.
Yeah, never a doubt. I don't think he missed any of those all day. Like, the putts coming back are never an issue for him, I don't think.
Despite the tough breaks, +3 is not a bad score given the wind and how tough this course was playing that day.
First tournament of the year
Yep.
that people might probably care about as well. And then you've also got the filming, like you said.
Brian running an absolute clinic on this hole, and that's exactly how you do it, ladies and gentlemen. Perfect birdie.
Jared with that 1080 rated spraying again.
Absolutely.
He's a funny dude, eh?
He
I
is.
like his character too, man.
Jeremy's hilarious. Jeremy finishes off hole 18 with a par. Chris Brown with a 5. bogey, and Brian Gould with a beautiful, beautiful birdie. Got -3, -2 for Jeremy. Chris Brown sitting at +3.
Well, that was fun.
Yeah. Let's check out our leaderboard here. So this is interesting. Brian Gould putting a phenomenal, phenomenal back nine up. 4 birdies, 1 bogey, 4 pars. Jeremy with a birdie, 2 birdies, couple of bogeys, and just a tough, tough, tough back nine for Chris. He definitely deserves better.
Brian's got to be feeling pretty good right about now.
Yeah, for sure.
That's a good back nine. And on top of that, just going birdie on those last 17, 18.
Mm-hmm.
You know, those are 2 tough holes. Like, that feels good. Look at him. He's
Hacky-sack.
hacky-sacking by himself. He's so happy.
So with the overalls, we've got Marty Hendel, Kim, Simon, and Greg Rutenbohr rounding out for going into round 2. Cam Zanini, James Duong, Brian Gould, and Clayton Morgan. Oh wait, that's you.
That is me.
How you doing, buddy?
I can't even remember this far back already. That's brutal, isn't it? So, did you guys just film the lead card on this tournament?
Yeah, we did. We filmed the lead card on this one, but we're definitely keeping track of
thank God.
everyone else there.
I think I made a lot of mistakes on the second round too, so.
That's okay. We'll check it out. We can tease you really bad as we go.
Yeah. Spoiler alert, you'll see me sooner or later.
And as always, we thank your patronage in our store, because we definitely appreciate that and use that income to help us pay for these videos and to sponsor players and support events and so on. So we thank everybody in the community for everything that you're doing. And Clay, man, how's it going? How did your first round go for commentary?
I feel like it was okay, but I like to leave the judging up to other people.
That's fair.
We'll see what they think about it. But yeah, like, if you care and like disc golf, like Jeffy said, just hit the subscribe, because what else can you do? And hopefully you come along for the ride as this grows. And you know what we got next? Round 2.
Yep, that's definitely where we're
Let's
going
go.
next. So everybody, thanks so much for watching. We'll see you on the next round, round 2, which we're going to jump in right now. See you soon. Bye-bye.